So go back where you were. You said you wanted.
Wait, is that to me? Oh boy, I can go right from the fact that we had a technical breakdown right after David accused me of sounding like a computer. I totally fucking love it. I mean, the AE35 unit is not working. Go out there and check it, you guys.
TK421, go back to your post.
Oh my
Can I bring
god.
up something about paradox in this whole conversation?
Yeah.
So Zeno's paradox, right? The one about the arrow. It's just the classic. And this is what I apply to the Pantheon Bar and the Secret Commonwealth. That in the unconscious, which is the whole Freud into the Crowley quote, where Freud says the unconscious doesn't know that it's mortal, and Crowley says the unconscious is aware of its immortality, that whole kind of theme, is that there's a place in your mind that you can go where you live in the moment of Zeno's paradox, which would be the arrow is your life and the bullseye is death, and the arrow never reaches the bullseye, correct? Because it has to go half of the distance and then half of the distance and then half of the distance. And mathematically, you can keep that arrow in the air forever. Therefore, it's immortal.
Yes. This is a perfect way to illustrate the whole concept of squaring the circle, right?
Well, let me finish this out for 1 second.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So this arrow is floating in air. It sees death, but it can transform its vision to put death off forever and never have to really deal with it. And the minute it gets closer, it can just shift its perspective and make that minute distance be as far as it could ever be. Now, what I would say is that science is trying to dismantle this paradox in our reality with the whole quantum physical debate, which would say, yeah, you can keep on dividing that distance between arrow point and bullseye, but at a certain point, you're going to get to a distance which is a segment of matter that is indivisible, which at this point, in my understanding, is recognized as the Higgs boson, which would be the one infinitesimal hidden variable that would draw all of the quantum physical calculations into reality. And basically, you would end that paradoxical immortality, that the Pantheon Bar would be closed, the Secret Commonwealth would end, but people are afraid that it would have some sort of apocalyptic effect. But maybe it would just essentially shut down the cubical loop and the Vallis loop would be over forever. So I kind of think of, you have the nuclear bomb experiment in the 40s, right, which divided the atom, which people thought was the smallest particle of matter, or maybe they didn't. But all of that research was done hidden. It was a covert operation, the Manhattan Project. No one knew about it until they dropped the bomb. Well, this Higgs boson experiment, it's happening right in front of our eyes every day. They tell us that they're doing these experiments. They're showing where they're doing these experiments. And I'm wondering what that sort of paradox is, in the fact that, is it happening right in front of us because it's bullshit? Or is it that they want to prepare us for a possible leap into understanding if this arrow point hits the bullseye finally?
Fuck, was that brilliant? Can I have a round of, like, that was just dead on the money, Bill. You so many questions come to mind, and it's such a brilliant interpretation of the Zeno's paradox.